Hey, the guest beer this week is St. Archer's Brewing Company's Double IPA. It's in a can. We're in a can renaissance right now, I feel like. A lot of cans.
Good. It's throwback. You know what cans are good for? The beach. And they work better in coolers than bottles. Seriously, cans are better at the beach because you can crush them down.
That's true.
They're lighter.
Yeah.
You can crush them down, and they can be less garbage on the way out, and they get colder faster.
They do get colder faster, but you can't play Beersby with the can.
Oh, is Beersby like Polish horseshoes? I'm just
Polish horseshoes. Like
I'm 40. I'm like a racist. Is that the game those Micks played down in Sheepshead Bay? No.
Is Polish horseshoes like Russian sand clones?
Yeah. So what is Beersby?
Beersby is where you take a bottle and put it on like top of a ski pole sometimes.
Yep.
Or like
and you try to hit it with a frisbee.
Yeah, and you catch the bottle and the frisbee.
Yeah, we call that Polish horseshoes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so it is the same game. I'm just probably a little older, so a little more offensive. Back when I was a kid, we just call it Polish horseshoes. We didn't give a fuck about the Polacks.
It's a tasty beer, though. Have you had it?
I've had a lot of the St. Archers. I've never had their double IPA. I probably wouldn't even reach for it.
Out of sound, you're not a double IPA guy.
I used to be like a nonstop beer drink. I drank all kinds of beer, but I just got out of IPAs after a while.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, I think I got over the hoppiness. And plus, it was like an arms race of hoppiness in like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And for me... So I'm like swung back the other way now. The session beers, especially like session IPAs or session pales.
Yeah,
those are my jam now. Yeah,
I feel like IPAs are like a rich man's beer. Like when I was employed. To keep going back to it. When I was employed, I was like, yeah, give me the IPA, man. Yeah. Whatever IPA
This shit is 9.6% alcohol. It's $12. It comes in a chalice.
Now I'm just like, Bud Light.
Yeah.
Two Bud Lights or one IPA? Two Bud Lights.
Yeah, this is going to be a long night. I plan on pissing 15 times.
You're a drinker, right?
Big time.
What's your go-to drink if you had to drink?
Lately... I'm such a fucking fickle bitch. Honestly, my most recent drink of choice is marijuana.
FP. You're an FP.
I'm an FP. My most recent drink of choice is marijuana. So, but I will. I am
in a liquid form. Do they have
no.
marijuana in liquid form yet?
They do.
Oh, right.
And it's delicious in some places. Yeah. But I drink bourbon mostly or
nice.
beer. And I'll have, when I'm on a health kick, I'll do vodka soda or tequila soda. I'm just currently not on a health kick and haven't been in a long ass time.
Samesies.
Yeah, but when I'm on a health kick, it'll be Voso with 2 limes.
Oh, classy.
Yeah.
Wait, what bourbon is your go-to bourbon?
Oh, man. Now, Basil Hayden's is my go-to bourbon.
Haven't even heard of it.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
Sounds like a chef on the Food Network.
Hi, I'm Basil Hayden. So I feel like I don't know much about whiskey, but I categorize bourbon into 2 categories. There's like the sweeter bourbons that are like the honey maple kind of bourbons, and then there's like the smoky woody.
Yeah.
And Basil is definitely in like the smoky woodsy.
Sure.
Yeah. Whereas like maybe Maker's, even though that's like not a higher end one, but Maker's is like the sweeter kind of syrupy one.
Or a Jack Daniel's honey would be a sweet one.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call that whiskey, to be fair. That shit is fucking Zima.
Do you drink when you perform? Are you a performance drinker?
Performance drinker. It's like a performance artist, but I drink instead of doing any art.
A one-man show where you're just drinking beers.
That actually, maybe you haven't seen Blackout Drunk with Jon Gabrus. I did it at UCB New York for a long time,
really?
and I brought it out here. Yeah, I drink I would do a 45-minute storytelling show where I drank like 12 to 15 beers, and I would just be blacked out.
I just nailed it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you just nailed something that has happened. So it's not really nailing it if you're like, I have an idea. How about we throw tea from the British into the fucking Boston Harbor? It's
that happened?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I nailed it. I fucking nailed an idea.
Wait, when was this show? Bring it back. I want to watch it now.
I'll bring it back. I can do it every once in a while. I've taken it on tour a little bit. It's brutal. It's hard to do. And when I was doing it in New York, I was playing on the rugby team in New York City. So those guys would come out and they would. It was around the time that icing someone was popular.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, where you roll a Smirnoff Ice onto the stage and I would just chug it.
Oh, on stage they did it to you?
Yeah, oh shit, a lot, yeah. And I would get absolutely blackout wasted and then have to play rugby the next day.
Such a rugby trope, icing people on stage.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, in fact, the only trope that's broken in rugby is the fact that I perform theater. But yes, chugging fucking malt liquor.
But like before improv, are you a drinker?
Yeah, it's not necessary because as I tried to give up drinking for a little bit one time. I gave it up for like a few months, and I was able to perform without drinking. But I've always like for the last 5 years been performing most of my improv shows on a Friday night. So it's like why not have a couple of drinks? Yeah.
It's social.
Yeah, a couple of beers, and I mean, I'm 33 now, so it's not a brag anymore. But like, I could drink 6 beers and not feel like, and just like get back to fucking normal.
I'm in the same boat.
I have a problem.
I'm in the same boat as you, totally.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Yeah.
Another question I like to ask up top is rituals. Do you have any rituals when it comes to like performance or any of that?
Pre-show rituals?
Yeah, post-show, pre-show, mid-show.
Well,
no show.
A couple of things, I guess. I've noticed. I think I might be getting a little more and more OCD about stuff. I can't really perform with stuff in my pockets.
Same.
It stresses me out.
I'm same. So is past Box Angeles guest Bob Dassey. I don't know if you know Bob Dassey.
I do know. Well, I don't know him personally. I did take a workshop with him like 8 years ago. Weird Ass is like one of my favorite improv groups of all time.
Yep. Him and his wifey. Yeah, he's got to have empty pockets.
I have to have empty pockets.
Me too.
Because I'll think about it, or something will fall out.
Stab something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You drop down. You're doing some fucking army scene, and you land
always doing the army scene.
And your
phone, know me too well.
Phone starts playing in your pocket or some shit. You're fucked.
It's like that movie While You Were Sleeping. He got a testicle stabbed with a pencil because he kept it in while he was playing basketball.
What? That's like the 5th time you've said it's like that movie While You Were Sleeping since I walked into your house or the studio. Sorry, I don't know what kind of myth you're keeping up here with your listeners.
It's a fantasy factory.
yeah. There's like a 300-pound black dude doing kick flips and ollies in Mike's living room.
We got a foam pit over there. It's actually an air mattress, but
it is. I'm gonna leap off your couch and pop that fucker right after this.
So empty pockets. What else you got OCD wise?
I don't want to have to think about. Like, if my wife comes to my show or my wife, if my wife or friends come to the show, I don't want to have to make sure they get in. Like, I don't want to have to think about that before the show.
Sure.
And that's a real pain in the ass. And it's annoying for my wife. So she's like, well, what time should I get there? I'm like, just fucking get there. I'll tell them, and I get aggressive with her. And she's like, I'm coming to your show to support you. And I'm like, fair enough. So I really don't want friends coming to the show if I have to, like, because I also, after the show, hate to have to run out and start, like, talking. Yeah, glad
politicianing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah, thanks for coming. And then other people were at the show. Like, that makes me sound like such a dick. I need like 5 to 10 minutes with my teammates, or if it was a solo show with just some people.
Yeah, you need your refractory.
Refractory. That's where you get erect again. That's the short period of time. Short gets longer as you get older. Short period of time in between ejaculations that you can handle.
I believe it's also a science term where it's just your downtime.
Yeah, well, what more specific of a downtime?
I didn't mean it in the ejaculate sense,
but that's what I meant today.
Okay.
I can't, even though I smoke a lot of weed, I can't smoke within like 4 hours.
No.
Of the show. Yeah. I actually
takes the edge off or something.
It makes me not want to do anything. Oh. Like, I've done a bunch of shows high, like if that was the conceit of the show, or if it's like the Del Close Marathon or some festival or whatever. But like on the day of a show, I need to be wanting to perform. Yeah. And like even I'll want to perform when I get high, but then I'll also just want to fuck around instead of wanting to like work.
Yeah. What about in your life? What about in your just day to day? Any rituals?
Jesus, none.
Did you write a lot?
I want to. I try to. I don't write.
I appreciate your honesty.
I try to. I do write, and it just takes me forever to do stuff, and I collaborate often, so I do that. What is some rituals that I have? Well,
coffee is a popular one.
Coffee. I do have to have coffee every morning. I have to shit like 3 to 4 times a day. I mean, I don't know what kind of podcast you're running here, but I can get into it.
It's a shit one.
It's a shit one? Good. All right. Well, perfect. Then you accidentally got the right guess. Can we go back and redo the rant?
Classic toilet rant.
Yeah. I shit a lot. Shitting kind of, pooping, in case we don't have to beep everything. Pooping runs my life, / ruins my life.
Do you have IBS?
I guarantee I do. Undiagnosed IBS-D. It's not constipation. It's the exact opposite. I'm a fucking faucet.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I'm going to make all your listeners nauseous.
I went to Coachella a week ago, or 2 weeks ago.
And you still have diarrhea from it?
No. The moment I left, I got so bad. Like, on the drive home, I had to stop like 10 times because it was
nightmare.
Like a mix of like dehydration with detox, with no showers, with porta potty use that probably just got like my lungs infected.
Right.
And I had to stop 10 times in the 2-hour drive back because it was just a pure combination. The dust probably.
Yeah.
It was the worst thing ever.
Choir. Preacher. Choir. You don't have to tell me. I would plan that into my day. Like if I was going to Coachella on the Sunday morning of the Coachella, my wife would be like, let's get out of here. I'd be like, no, we have to stay in the hotel for another 4 hours. And I have to have coffee and I have to drink a gallon of water and I need to eat breakfast. I need to get all this and process it all out. Then I can get in the car and drive. Once I'm confident that I won't fucking cream my fucking drawers.
I'm shocked how many performers feel this way. Like, you're not the only one. I feel like Brendan Jennings from Cook County Social Club, past Box Angels guys had it. Aaron Whitehead mentioned it. I'm the same. Like, I cannot eat before a show because it's the combo of eating and nerves gets to me.
Oh, I am the king. Like, I used to be a big pre-show dumper, but I don't get nerves anymore.
Fear dump. Hashtag fear dump.
Hashtag fear dump. Now I know what your T-shirt means.
It's a completely unrelated. It's for the people in Syria who have suffered. Jesus,
it's actually a very political shirt. It's fear DUMP.
Yeah,
DUMP
totally
is another acronym. I don't get nerves about performing certain things anymore. Like, but improv definitely does not make me nervous anymore. It just makes me pumped. But I can't eat right before I go on stage either. Yeah. Sometimes you have to out of necessity, but I'd much prefer to get off stage, be done with my shows, get home.
And ravish something.
Put fucking sweatpants on, smoke a joint, turn on Netflix, and eat the fucking shit. Like, eat a midnight dinner, a huge midnight dinner.
I'm the same. I intern at all these theaters. I intern at IO and UCB. And I always come home at like 12.
How many college credits are you getting?
They don't give college. It's totally illegal. They don't give college credits. They give free classes.
Yeah.
But and I always want to come home and sit down and do that too.
That's the bomb.
I have fourth meal more than I should.
I have fourth meal more than I have first, second, third. I'm not fourth meal. I honestly, if my health wasn't an issue, and it's getting to be, I would use food to just put me to bed. I love it. I love nothing more than. I could go from lunch until midnight without eating.
Me too.
And I would gladly just wait until midnight, jam down. But at midnight, you're not fucking eating salmon and salad. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah, because salmon and salad joints aren't open at midnight.
I think I'm in the same boat as you. I'm never really hungry. I eat just because it's time and because I want to eat.
Yeah, and winding down, man, eating it. Oh, there's nothing more I like.
Dream.
Just going to sleep with a full stomach and waking up just having to dump, like, before I have to pee. So I wake up sometimes at like 5 a.m. going, well, like, so how people wake up because they have to pee. I wake up because I have to take a dump. And I get on the toilet and then I go back to bed for like 2 hours. It's like it cannot be good for your body. And I'm like, if this is what's happening at 5 a.m, what's happening from midnight till 5 while I'm sleeping inside my body? Oh, no. Am I resting at all, or is my body just like, we're digesting all these fucking sriracha quesadillas?
So good, by the way. Sidebar. So good.
My friend and long lost sister Betsy Sidaro will tell you. Ask them to do the sriracha quesadilla extra crispy, like a little bit longer in the press.
Pro tip.
And it pops them up like a whole nother level. They are so good.
I'm trying to get Betsy on the spot, so I'll bring it up.
Well, I'll tell her that you're not a rapist, and no matter what it seems like until you walk into his apartment. I was like, I was just talking to my brother on the drive here. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to record a podcast. And my brother, like, he lives in New York. He's like, oh, okay. What's the podcast? I'm like, it's this dude who asked me to do it. He's like, oh, okay. Where are you going? I'm like, to his apartment. I'm like, and then he's like, all right. And then at the end of it, I go, hey, I actually got to go. I got to call this guy and he's got to come open his garage for me. And then my brother goes, John, are you going to be okay? And I was like, I'm glad I ran into you a couple of times at the theater, or else I'd be like, wait, what am I doing here? Am I this much of a fucking narcissist that someone's like, do you want to talk about yourself and we'll record it for 45 minutes and 75 minutes? And I go, yeah. And then no follow-ups? Like you said before we go on, do you know what this interview is about? I don't know what this interview is about. I didn't know. I was like, whatever street you live on, I'm like, I've never even heard of this. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And my brother had to point it out. He's like, I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm going to call this guy. What the fuck?
Sidebar.
But I'm here and alive, and Betsy Sidaro, you should do this podcast. You'll survive.
I've got nothing but I can't use words. Appreciation for giving my parking spot up.
Yeah,
but
that
also
is huge, by the way. Yeah, it's smart too, because I was like,
gentleman.
I'm okay with walking pretty far because I'm a New Yorker. So I was like, I'll look for parking first so that you don't have to do that, and then. And there's also out of safety, too. I was like, just in case, I got to get the fuck out of there. I don't want this guy to be the way in and out. And so I drove around a couple of times. I was like, oh, shit, no, never mind. I guess I'm going in the garage, dude. so many Toyota pickup trucks.
I am shocked how many people have come on the podcast not knowing me. I think it's a combination of narcissism and just people wanting to help out.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of narcissism and understanding. Like a lot of us performers, and judging by the names you have on here, you're bringing in a lot of super funny people, but that aren't maybe it's not like Will Ferrell and Adam McKay. It's like people who have been where you are not too long ago and are like, fuck, dude, I wish someone would have done my podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love
so
it.
it's a great understanding,